Ladies and gentlemen, time for our next session. We have an interesting session by our premium partner, Perpetuuiti Technosoft. I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Kaushal Shah, Regional Director at Perpetuuiti Technosoft, to come on stage and share his thoughts on redefining operational resilience with GenAI. Let's welcome our premium partner, Perpetuuiti Technosoft. Let's welcome Mr. Kaushal Shah on stage. Let's have a round of applause. Welcome, Kaushal.
Thank you
Pleasure
very
having
much.
you here.
Thank you
Over
so
to
much. Thank you. So, good evening. Thank you very much for having me here. My name is Kaushal, and I'm representing Perpetuuiti. So, my purpose today evening is try and make an attempt to see how we can make your business and your operations more resilient within the organization. So, as Perpetuuiti, we are formed in 2011. Currently, we have 200 plus enterprise customers and 40 plus global partnerships. We hold 2 patents in our name for business impact analysis and parallel DR recovery as well. As an organization, we are profitable with 450 plus passionate employees scattered across the globe. As we see in the graph, it shows that we have presence across the globe where we have. It indicates some of the places where we have our customers plus the geographical presence that we have as well. We are funded by Intel Capital. Our head office is in Singapore, and Dubai stands as the regional head office for Middle East region. So, some of these best-known companies have been in news over the past few weeks or months, primarily because a small technical glitch quickly resulted into a huge man-made disaster. Now, this disaster cost them dearly in terms of a lot of dollar value, but not only in terms of dollar value, the losses for these organizations go beyond that. So, when there is a technical glitch, right, so the loss is tangible and intangible. Now, tangible losses, you can see that there are certain figures that are put around over here, which are extensively huge. But what about the non-tangible losses, which are reputation loss, loss of your brand image, loss of your personal equity at stake? So it's not that these organizations were not prepared to be ready for a disaster. They had huge set of teams. They were prepared for disaster, but there were a lot of other factors which stopped them from achieving a complete resilient organization. So our job here is to make sure that we cover all these aspects and help organizations like yourselves achieve resilience across business and an organization level as well. Some of the factors that we observed that these organizations had an issue was as follows, right? So first is when their team was ready to keep their DR plans and be prepared for any kind of an eventuality, there were small factors that obviously affected their entire readiness to be resilient. The first was that they had a lot of operational errors because when you're executing drills manually in case of a disaster, human effects come into place. There are a lot of human errors also do come into place. Runbooks are not updated, runbooks are not up to date as well. These small factors resulted in not achieving a seamless transition from primary to DR when there was the smallest of the disaster to the biggest of the site failure. At the same time, they were not having a visibility on their RPOs and RTOs. At the end of the day, my dear sir, when you are deploying a primary and a DR, the whole objective is that in the event if there is a disaster, you should be able to seamlessly reach your DR in your stipulated RTOs or even a better RTO that can be given. Manually, there are challenges because you won't be able to achieve your desired RTOs. That's the reason, with the help of Perpetuuiti, we help you achieve complete resiliency with the help of automation. Now, once you're out of your internal planning and everything, you still have the regulatory authorities constantly having an eye on you to make sure that you match up with their requirements and their guidelines that they have set up. Now, what is the answer to this? It's Perpetuuiti's operational resiliency automation platform. For us, we core believe that there are 3 core pillars that run your organization: people, the processes, and the technology. With our solution and the framework, we make sure that you achieve seamless resiliency across people, process, and technology in the event if there is a minutest disaster to a complete site failure with the help of automation at a single click. Our products are just listed around here to give you a very brief around this. Continuity Patrol is our automated framework which allows organizations like yours to move from primary to DR at a single click across a single application or a complete site in case of a disaster or a controlled failover scenario. We also make sure that you get real-time visibility on your business to IT relations, so you know which business service is being driven by which IT component. In the event if it is behaving erratic, you know what is the impact it's going to cause onto your RTOs and RPOs as well. Not only that, we also make sure that you have a financial impact summary so that if there is any kind of a deviation, what is the dollar value it's going to cost your organization, you have it pretty handy. So at any given time, you can take a calculative call and move it straight away to the DR. Continuity Vault. Continuity Vault is an add-on version of Continuity Patrol, wherein we automate the people and process aspect of your organization. We all know that we have been through some horrendous time 3 days back when there was unprecedented rainfall, tremendous flood-like situation. It was not only the people on roads that were affected. There were a lot of organizations, there were a lot of businesses that were also affected. Now, in such a scenario, how do you make sure that in case of a man-made disaster, natural calamity, or any kind of a flood like a scenario or a tsunami, your business continuity plan is automated? The answer to that is Continuity Vault. It is an organizational business continuity management and automation tool which makes sure that in case of any kind of these disasters, your complete business continuity process is automated. Continuity Patrol and Vault integrate together to give you a seamless operational resiliency suite across automating your people, process, and technology. Not only this, we've also made sure that we add a flavor of GenAI to this tool so that it gives you an added layer of operational efficiency. We'll talk about this in the subsequent slide as well. So just certain core understanding in and around this. As I mentioned, when you combine Continuity Patrol and Continuity Vault, what you get is what you get around here, a complete cyber resilience. So apart from having a technological failure or having a man-made disaster, there is another silent threat that affects your organizations these days, which is cyber attacks. How do you make sure that you're well prepared for any kind of a cyber attack? So with Continuity Patrol, we make sure that even if there is any kind of a cyber threat, cyber resiliency is also provided along with it. So cyber resilience, IT resilience, enterprise risk management, governance, compliance, we give you business impact and financial impact analysis as well, recovery automation. And needless to say, the reports that you generate out of these diadral activities using our automated tool are all in compliance with ISO 22301 standards. This is the GenAI flavor that we've added. So we have Lisa and Dave, which have been incorporated into the new Gen Continuity Patrol 6.0 that we've already launched. So Lisa is your operational resiliency assistant, which basically helps you get generate reports effortlessly. At the same time, it helps you give a health status, health summary, and everything, while Dave is your resiliency engineer. So it helps you create workflows, build workflows, everything with the help of AI facilities. So the core value that you get from Continuity Patrol is that, first of all, you get complete visibility between your primary and DR, visibility between individual applications and business to IT relations. So if there is any kind of an IT component behaves erratic, you can always take a call. You get real-time visibility on your RPOs and RTOs. You get business and financial impact summary as well. So if there is any kind of a dollar value that is beyond your targeted or asserted value, you can always take a call. Apart from this, the tool does orchestration and automation across all layers. So we have no limitations on technology. You talk about legacy applications to the most recent ones. We integrate with absolutely everything. We do orchestration and automation across all layers. We've seen significant reduction in RTOs across a lot of our customers. Some of them are in this room as well. We are absolutely cloud ready. Any form of cloud, we integrate with it absolutely. As I mentioned, completely technology agnostic. There's no problem. Compliance reporting as well. End-to-end automation. So across your storage, server, replication, absolutely everything. And we give you a complete 360-degree view between people, process, and technology. That is the core value that we basically bring in around with the help of this. So that is pretty much from my side. Let's connect and let's redefine resilience with the help of Perpetuuiti. I'll be around. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much.